Welcome to Epic Stories, your destination to delve into the unfathomable mysteries of crime history. I'm Sarah, and today we're going to explore the darkest depths and the most unfathomable mysteries of human history spanning the ages. From elusive serial killers to mysterious disappearances that continue to haunt our imagination, each crime story is a journey into the unknown, a dive into the human soul, and an exploration of the boundaries of our understanding. In this series, we'll uncover famous criminal cases, unsolved mysteries that defy explanation, and the legendary detectives who tracked evil to its roots. We'll discover how these crimes have left their mark on popular culture, inspiring authors, filmmakers, and creators worldwide. Get ready to be captivated, horrified, and intrigued, because the history of crimes is a complex tapestry of darkness and light, mystery and revelation. So if you're ready to dive into the abyss of crime history with us, subscribe to our channel, hit that bell to stay in the loop, and prepare for a gripping journey you won't soon forget. The history of crimes begins now. In the shadowy underbelly of the city, a nameless figure moved with grace and precision, orchestrating a symphony of deception that left victims in financial ruin. They were known as the Elusive con artist, a mastermind of elaborate scams who had eluded capture for far too long. The first glimpse of their enigmatic persona was in the aftermath of one of their brilliantly executed schemes. The victims, ordinary people who had fallen prey to the allure of easy wealth, were left with shattered dreams and empty bank accounts. Their despair echoed through the city streets, serving as a haunting reminder of the con artist's malevolence. The elusive con artist's scams were nothing short of works of art. Each scheme was meticulously planned, every detail honed to perfection. They possessed an uncanny ability to read their targets, to exploit their weaknesses and desires, and to vanish like a ghost before anyone could catch a glimpse of their true identity. Law enforcement and detectives were left baffled and frustrated, as the con artist always stayed one step ahead. Each attempt to apprehend them resulted in failure, a testament to their cunning and resourcefulness. It was as though the city danced to their tune and the con artist reveled in the power they held. As the victims' lives unraveled in the wake of the scams, the elusive con artist remained a faceless specter, a whisper in the shadows. Their identity was a riddle waiting to be solved, and the city watched in both fear and fascination, wondering who this cunning mastermind truly was and whether anyone could ever bring them to justice. In the heart of the bustling city, there existed a detective like no other, renowned for cracking the most challenging cases, a relentless force of justice in a world of shadows and deceit. Detective Emily Thornton was her name, known far and wide for her tenacity and unwavering determination to see justice served. Emily had witnessed firsthand the devastation left in the wake of the elusive con artist's scams. The victims, their lives torn asunder, haunted her every waking moment. It was this profound sense of empathy that fueled her unyielding resolve to bring the con artist to justice. Her journey into the world of law enforcement had been unconventional. Born into a family of artists and free spirits, Emily's decision to become a detective had baffled her loved ones. But beneath her gentle exterior lay a razor-sharp mind and an unquenchable thirst for truth. Emily's background was a patchwork of unique experiences. She had trained as a cryptographer, a skill she had honed from a young age thanks to her love of puzzles. This unique skill set, combined with her innate empathy, made her a formidable opponent for even the most elusive criminals. Her reputation as a detective had been cemented through years of dedication and countless cases solved. But the elusive con artist presented a challenge unlike any she had faced before. The devastation left in their wake weighed heavy on her conscience, and she couldn't rest until the con artist was brought to justice. Detective Emily Thornton was no stranger to adversity, and she was prepared to delve deep into the labyrinth of deception crafted by the con artist. With her unique background, unwavering determination, and a burning desire to make things right, she embarked on a relentless pursuit that would test her limits and push her to the brink. As Emily set her sights on unmasking the elusive con artist, the city held its breath, knowing that it had a tenacious detective who would stop at nothing to bring the mastermind behind the devastating scams to justice. With the determination of a bloodhound on the scent, Detective Emily Thornton delved into the intricate web of deception left behind by the elusive con artist. Each scam, each victim, was a puzzle piece waiting to be assembled, and Emily was more than up to the challenge. The first clues lay scattered in the wreckage of the con artist's previous scams. Through painstaking analysis of financial records, witness statements, and a multitude of leads, Emily began to see patterns emerge. The con artist's methods, though sophisticated, carried subtle but telltale signs that only a seasoned detective like Emily could discern. As Emily pieced together the evidence, she felt the grip of relentless pursuit closing in on her elusive prey. The con artist had become accustomed to staying one step ahead, but now they sensed a change in the winds. The mere thought of a relentless detective on their trail was enough to rattle even the most composed criminal mind. The elusive con artist was not one to be underestimated, and they responded with cunning precision. Their initial attempts to divert suspicion took the form of new scams, executed with even greater audacity and complexity. It was as though they were challenging Emily to keep up, taunting her with their ever-elusive presence. But Emily was undeterred. The more the con artists tried to cover their tracks, the more determined she became. Each diversion, each new scam only fueled her resolve to unmask the elusive figure behind it all. The city watched with bated breath as the cat-and-mouse game unfolded, a battle of wits between the tenacious detective and the cunning con artist. As the con artist's initial attempts to divert suspicion played out, Emily's pursuit grew even more relentless. The first clues were leading her down a treacherous path, but she was determined to follow it to the very end, no matter where it might lead or how elusive her quarry might be. The city became the battleground for an escalating cat-and-mouse game, with Detective Emily Thornton and the elusive con artist engaged in a relentless dance of wit and deception. The con artist, now acutely aware of Emily's pursuit, upped the stakes with each new scheme. Their scams became more audacious, their riddles more intricate, and their trail of deceit more convoluted. They seemed to revel in the challenge of outwitting the detective, weaving a tapestry of lies and misdirection that left even the most seasoned officers bewildered. Emily, on the other hand, refused to yield to the con artist's cunning. She chased their every move with a dogged determination that bordered on obsession. Her sleepless nights were filled with deciphering cryptic messages, analyzing patterns, and uncovering the hidden truths buried beneath layers of deception. The city watched as the cat-and-mouse game unfolded, and the tension in the air was palpable. The con artists seemed to be everywhere and nowhere simultaneously, always one step ahead. They reveled in the chaos they left in their wake, the twisted satisfaction of knowing they had rattled the detective to her core. Emily's growing frustration was evident to those around her. She was determined to unmask the elusive figure who had left so many lives in ruins, and yet the con artist's ability to stay ahead tested her patience and resolve. The city held its breath, waiting for the detective to deliver justice. As the stakes grew higher, the city became a labyrinth of secrets and lies, and the cat-and-mouse game showed no signs of slowing down. Emily was determined to stay on the con artist's trail no matter the cost, and the enigmatic figure reveled in the chaos they had created. The battle of wits between detective and con artist had reached a fever pitch, and the city's fate hung in the balance. The relentless pursuit, the cryptic puzzles, and the high-stakes cat and mouse game all led Detective Emily Thornton to a breakthrough. She had finally identified the elusive con artist and gathered enough concrete evidence to make an arrest. The city held its breath, for the dramatic confrontation that would soon unfold was like something out of a Hollywood thriller. Emily had meticulously pieced together the con artist's identity, connecting the dots through a labyrinth of deceit and misdirection as she stood before the mirror. One fateful morning, the reflection staring back at her was that of the face behind the elaborate scams. The face responsible for leaving countless lives in tatters with the arrest warrant in hand. Emily confronted the con artist in a dramatic showdown. It was a tense and electrifying encounter, one that would be etched into the annals of the city's history. The con artist, once the puppeteer of chaos, now stood exposed and vulnerable in a dimly lit interrogation room. Emily faced the enigmatic figure who had eluded her for so long. The con artist's motivations were laid bare, revealing a complex web of ambition, revenge, and the insatiable thirst for power. Their criminal empire extended far beyond what anyone had imagined, ensnaring countless victims in its treacherous grasp. As Emily pressed for answers, the con artist's veneer of invincibility cracked. They tried to maintain their facade of aloof confidence, but the weight of the evidence against them was undeniable. The city watched in anticipation as Emily's unyielding pursuit of justice reached its climax. The revelation of the con artist's identity and the dramatic confrontation marked a turning point in the city's history. Justice was poised to be served, but the true extent of the criminal empire and the motivations that drove the elusive con artist remained shrouded in mystery, waiting to be unveiled in the court of law. The city's attention turned to the courtroom as the elusive con artist, finally unmasked, faced the weight of their crimes. It was a legal battle unlike any the city had seen, with Detective Emily Thornton at the forefront, ready to present her meticulously gathered evidence and witnesses. The courtroom drama was nothing short of riveting. Emily, with unwavering determination, presented the evidence that had brought the con artist to justice. Financial records, witness testimonies, and a mountain of intricate clues were laid out before the judge and jury, each piece of the puzzle fitting perfectly into place. The con artists, though now stripped of their cloak of anonymity, attempted to maintain their facade of cool composure in the face of overwhelming proof. They feigned innocence and attempted to manipulate the situation with charm and eloquence. It was a high-stakes game of psychological warfare, with the city watching intently as the drama played out. Emily's presentation of the evidence was a masterclass in legal strategy, a testament to her unwavering pursuit of justice. The courtroom buzzed with anticipation as the case against the con artist grew stronger. With each passing moment, it was a battle of wits, with the detective determined to see the elusive figure held accountable for their crimes. As the trial unfolded, the city witnessed the unraveling of the con artist's facade. The evidence against them was insurmountable, and their attempts to maintain innocence grew increasingly desperate. The courtroom drama reached its zenith, with the truth poised to prevail and justice within reach. The trial of the elusive con artist was a pivotal moment in the city's history, a testament to the resilience of its people and the unwavering determination of Detective Emily Thornton. As the courtroom drama neared its conclusion, the city held its breath, knowing that justice was within reach and that the con artist's reign of deception was coming to an end. The moment of reckoning arrived as the courtroom hushed in anticipation. The elusive con artist, once a shadowy figure of malevolence, now stood exposed before the judge and jury. The verdict was delivered, and it was a resounding proclamation of guilt, guilty on all counts. The con artist faced the consequences of their elaborate scams. The courtroom erupted in a mixture of relief and vindication as victims and their families found closure after years of suffering. The weight of justice hung heavy in the air, a testament to the city's resilience and the unwavering pursuit of Detective Emily Thornton. The con artist's world unraveled before their eyes as they were led away in handcuffs, their confident facade finally shattered. They were sentenced to a lengthy prison term, a fate befitting the havoc they had wrought upon countless lives. The victims, those who had fallen prey to the con artist's schemes, finally found a measure of solace in the verdict. Their lives forever scarred by the elaborate scams were on the path to healing the city, rallied around them, offering support and solidarity in the face of adversity. For Detective Emily Thornton, the satisfaction of bringing down the elusive con artist was immeasurable. The years of relentless pursuit had culminated in this moment, a triumph of justice over deception. She stood on the steps of the courthouse, a symbol of determination and unwavering commitment to protecting the city. She loved the perfect scam, meticulously crafted and executed, had unraveled completely. The city was forever changed by the events that had transpired, but it emerged stronger, with a renewed faith in the power of justice. The elusive con artist had finally been brought to account, and as the city began to heal, it looked towards a future free from the shadow of deception and the tyranny of the perfect scam. As the dust settled after the dramatic trial, the city took a collective breath, reflecting on the profound impact of the case on both Detective Emily Thornton and the elusive con artist. For Detective Emily Thornton, the case had been a defining moment in her career. Her reputation soared to new heights as the city hailed her as a symbol of unwavering determination and justice. She became a legend in the law enforcement community, a detective who had faced down the most cunning of criminals and emerged victorious. But the pursuit had taken its toll on her, leaving her with a sense of both satisfaction and exhaustion. Emily found herself pondering the challenging pursuit that had consumed her life for so long. She had cracked the enigma of the con artist, but the emotional toll of the case lingered. It was a bittersweet victory, one that left her with a profound sense of accomplishment, but also a longing for a sense of normalcy. The con artist, on the other hand, faced a vastly different fate. Their world had unraveled completely, and they now languished in a prison cell stripped of the power and deception that had once defined them behind bars. They reflected on the consequences of their actions and the lives they had destroyed. It was a stark contrast to the empire of deceit they had once commanded. The city, too, underwent a transformation. The scars left by the con artist's scams began to heal as victims found closure and support. The city's resilience and commitment to justice had triumphed over the perfect scam, and it emerged stronger and more united. The aftermath of the case left a lasting impact on all involved. Detective Emily Thornton's legacy was secured as a symbol of justice, while the elusive con artist faced the consequences of their crimes. The city, forever changed by the events that had transpired, looked towards a future free from the shadow of deception with a renewed sense of hope and unity. As the city moved forward in the wake of the dramatic case, Detective Emily Thornton found herself at a crossroads. Her successful career had secured her a place among the most respected detectives in the force, but it had also left her with a sense of closure. The elusive con artist, once a shadowy figure that haunted her every waking moment, was now behind bars, serving the sentence they so rightfully deserved. Emily's legacy was one of determination and unwavering commitment to justice. She had proven that even the most cunning criminals could be brought to account, and her reputation as a formidable detective remained unshaken. As she looked towards the future, there was a sense of both satisfaction and anticipation, a feeling that new challenges and mysteries awaited her. But even in defeat, the con artist's enigmatic nature left a lingering question in the minds of those who had followed the case. Could someone so cunning and resourceful truly be defeated? There was a whisper of intrigue, a sense that the con artist may have one last scheme up their sleeve, waiting for the right moment to strike back. The city, while enjoying a newfound sense of unity and hope, remained vigilant, knowing that the shadow of deception could return at any moment. The perfect scam had been unraveled, but the enigmatic figure behind it all still held secrets and mysteries that were yet to be unveiled. As Detective Emily Thornton contemplated her future, she knew that her career was far from over. The city she loved continued to evolve, and with it, new challenges and mysteries would emerge. The stage was set for possible future confrontations, and Emily was ready to face whatever came her way, armed with the lessons learned from the pursuit of the elusive con artist. Thank you for joining us on this storytelling journey today. If you enjoyed the tales we've shared, don't forget to hit that like button below. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories that will transport you to different worlds. We love hearing from you, so please leave your comments and suggestions down below. What stories would you like us to explore next? Until next time, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep storytelling. From all of us here at Your Channel Name, thank you for being a part of our storytelling community.